Hi, welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about my current AM and PM skincare routine. Just for reference, I just want to talk about my personal skin type. I would say that my skin is combination normal-ish. I used to have really oily skin until I started incorporating an actual skincare routine, and then my skin transformed into just having a little bit of an oily T-zone. Depending on where I'm at or the time of the year and the location that I'm at, the rest of my skin will be either dehydrated and kind of dry feeling, or it'll just be normal. Like, it doesn't feel like one way or the other. Currently it's summer, it's late July, and I would say that my nose and like this area gets a little bit oily, but the rest of my face is fine. In the wintertime, since I am living in a really moist climate, and a very rainy climate, the winters here are not as hard on my skin as, say, where I was growing up in New York and Pennsylvania on the east coast of the United States, where the winters there are very dry, very harsh on the skin. So last year when I went home, I did experience some extreme like dryness and like just very irritated, like wind burnt, cold winter skin. But as soon as I came back to Portland, my skin just felt better. I also have some inflammatory issues like internally, and that affects my skin externally. So I do get a lot of redness, a lot of blotchiness. This part of my face, like my cheeks, it is prone to irritation and rosacea. So I would say that I don't really follow any sort of trending skincare regimen. I do follow intuitive treatment. Being intuitive about what your skin needs is simply done just by listening to your skin. So having a basic routine and ingredients in products that you know your skin likes, you can then go ahead and be more intuitive about what your skin needs at that moment. So what I know my skin really likes are products that have ingredients that are rich in antioxidants, products that have a lot of calming and balancing properties like adaptogens. It loves ceramides, it loves peptides, it loves niacinamide, it loves all of those types of ingredients. So as long as I have a good cleanser, it doesn't have to be an expensive cleanser. Don't let people fool you, like you don't need an expensive cleanser. As long as I have a good cleanser that removes my makeup but doesn't strip my skin, a really hydrating, nutrient-rich serum, a retinol, and a good moisturizer, my skin is set. And so I'm gonna walk you through my AM and my PM skin routines, and I'm really gonna break down all of the ingredients that are in all of these products, just so you know what these things do for my particular skin. I think this is a really important thing to know. Hydration and moisturization are two separate things. So having dry skin and dehydrated skin are two separate things because of that. So you can't keep your hydration unless you seal it in with a moisturizer, and dehydrated doesn't mean dry. So I have personally reactive kind of dehydrated skin on the rest of my face with an oily T-zone. Also, as a disclaimer, I am not a dermatologist, and I used to work for Aveda, and I have taken a lot of like esthetician classes. I basically did everything but become an esthetician, but I have brushed up on my knowledge and like understanding the definitions and the differences between all of these ingredients. I'm by no means any sort of expert, and just because I do this skin routine and my skin really likes these ingredients doesn't mean that your skin is gonna react the same way to these ingredients. And I also help my partner with their skincare. They have eczema and they are allergic to a lot of things. One of the really big ones is lanolin, so that's a wool-based product, and it's in a lot of like lip ingredients and skincare ingredients because it is, I believe it's a humectant, and it like really seals in moisture, and it's very nourishing and healing. But they are allergic to that, so anything that my partner can use and doesn't affect their skin at all, I will put a star next to that product when I link everything down below, just in case you do have allergies or eczema. You will know that these products are pretty safe and pretty neutral for you to use. There are a lot of dermatologists and estheticians on YouTube that I think are really good resources when trying to figure out what skincare products to buy and what ingredients do what, and most importantly what they do together, because it's just like cooking, you know, like one thing is really good by itself, but it's also like really great with something else, or not so great with something else. So there's a lot of really credible people on here. You just have to do your research and make sure that they're just not like an influencer that's being paid a bunch of money to tell you to have hyaluronic acid in everything that you put on your face, you know? So I'm gonna start with my my nighttime routine. And so first is cleansing. And I didn't take any footage of myself cleansing my face because, my God. My favorite cleanser is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser. It's really gentle, it's really moisturizing. It gets rid of all of my makeup. Like I don't have to double cleanse anymore. It's just a really nice product and it's not that expensive. I usually buy it on sale, like I never without this. And I even like the bar concentrate for traveling. Like I actually wash my face with the bar at the sink, and then this is in my shower. Squalane and vitamin E, which are really moisturizing and healing ingredients, and I think that's what like causes it to not strip your skin, because it's nourishing at the same time. You don't want to strip your skin of all of its like oils and everything. You just want to clean it, you don't want to strip it. That's what causes dryness, and that dryness then causes overproduction of oil, which then can cause acne. You need an effective cleanser, but not a stripping cleanser. And I've been using this for a really long time, and I really like it. It really does the job. Just a disclaimer, like I don't double cleanse because I don't wear like really high coverage makeup. I don't wear false eyelashes, so I don't have any lash glue or anything like that. If I feel like I do have a lot on my face, after I wash my face with this, I will go in with like a micellar water just to like make sure that everything is off, but I don't really ever feel like I need to do that. Or if I'm feeling particularly oily, or if I have like breakouts, I will go in with this next product, and I'll sometimes do this in the morning as well, and it's the Roche-Posay Effaclar Astringent. It's a toner. It has a micro LHA exfoliation in it, and my partner can use this. It is gentle enough for their eczema prone skin, even though it has an exfoliating active in it. But so this is only if I have any sort of breakouts and or I'm feeling kind of oily in my T-zone, but I've been pretty neutral feeling and feeling pretty good, so I haven't been using that. Another thing at night that I sometimes use if I am feeling kind of congested or clogged up in the T-zone, and only on my T-zone, so just in the nose in here, and then I'll take it up my cheekbones too, but that's literally it. And it's the Paula's Choice BHA liquid exfoliant. It unclogs your pores. It's a really deep exfoliant. It's a really strong exfoliant. And before I introduced any sort of retinols into my routine, I was using this like every other day, and I found my face to be kind of irritated. Really nice product. It's a really effective product, but it's not a product that I feel like you need to use all the time because it can damage your skin barrier. So this is just like an every once in a while product for me. It's not really part of an active routine for me anymore. So after I cleanse, I go in with a spray, and my favorite spray currently is the Youth to the People Adaptogen Soothe and Hydrate Activated Mist. So let me first explain what an adaptogen is, because they're pretty cool. So they're herbs, essentially, and adaptogens are part of an Ayurvedic medicinal practice, which is over 5,000 years old. They work to help stress and fatigue. So basically what they do is they regulate and balance the skin versus like other products that push the skin to one extreme or the other, or like what, extreme moisture or extreme like exfoliation or something like that, or oil control. This, an adaptogen, and as it's used in medicine, in Ayurvedic medicine, it's basically to neutralize, to balance. So the main like puppy in this is ashwagandha, which is like Indian ginseng. So people consume ginseng if they're really, really stressed and kind of high strung and like nervous energy, and that ginseng brings them to a middle, to calmness. And if somebody has extreme fatigue, then they take ginseng to bring them more energy so they can be at that neutral, like healthy space. And that's an example of what an adaptogen does. This spray also has hyaluronic acid in it and shea butter, I believe. So it does have really hydrating, emollient properties, and anything that you put on top of it is going to sink even deeper. For a couple of years, like probably ages 28 to 29, I started getting some extreme sebum buildup, like in my jawline. Now, I've never been a person who's struggled with acne, and I'm really grateful for that. But I would sometimes break out around like my time of the month, and it was always like in this hormonal area, but it was never like a white head, and it was never black heads or anything like that. It was always just like the bumps, like the sebum buildup kind of bumps. And I would extract them, and after the extraction, it would have like the post-acne inflammatory type of hyperpigmentation that would take forever to go away. And by the time it would heal and go away, there would just be another like bump there that replaced the sebum buildup from the last time. So I felt like it was time to introduce something a little more potent to get rid of this buildup, because the BHA was helping everywhere else but this area, and I just didn't really know what to do. And I decided it was time to introduce retinoids into my skincare, and it has literally transformed my skin. Like they're literally miracle workers. Like, it's not like this hyped up thing that's just like a gimmick. Like, retinoids are so beneficial for your skin. So a brief explanation of what retinoids are. Retinoids, it was explained to me, like, imagine the word retinoid as the last name of a bunch of different categories of the same family. So the retinoid is the big category. So you have your retinils, it has a Y. It's like R-E-T-I-N-Y-L. So retinals are the weakest and less potent. Doesn't mean they're not effective, but if you have really sensitive skin, you can use those like every day. The idea of using a retinoid is to be able to use it every day to get the most benefit from the cell turnover properties and acne fighting properties and just like rejuvenating beautifulness that retinoids provide your skin. Those retinoids, Retinal with an A, and then it goes to tretinoin, which in the States you do need a prescription for tretinoin. So the first product that I use, not so much right now because I'm getting a lot of sun exposure, and I don't want to make my skin more photosensitive and cause possible like sun damage for it being so potent of a product. So this is a retinal. This is the Youth to the People Retinal and Niacinamide Youth Serum. So this is a really potent, amazing product, and I used this twice in 1 week when I first got it months ago, and basically all of that sebum buildup and the hyperpigmentation was virtually gone within 2 weeks. Like, this is a miracle worker. This is the strongest retinoid you can have before it turns into a prescription product. It has retinaldehyde in it, that's 0.15%. And it also has 5% niacinamide, which boosts the effects of the retinal and supports your skin barrier. So it's nourishing at the same time. The other properties that this particular serum has are adaptogens and ceramide, which they nourish the skin as it acclimates to the retinal. Since it's summer and I'm exposed to the sun a lot more, I haven't been using my retinal as much. I use it about once a week. So I use another retinoid as maintenance, basically, to keep the benefits going of that really strong product. So I use this one by Paula's Choice. This is the Paula's Choice Triple Active Total Repair Serum. So this has 3 actives in it, and one of them is a retinoid. Now, it's that first category of retinoid that I talked about. It's the retinal, and it's a 0.3% retinal propionate, yes. So it's a more gentle, stable retinoid. It also has niacinamide in it, which is an antioxidant and a humectant that reduces pore size, improves skin tone, and reduces wrinkle depth. It also is known to improve your skin barrier. We love anything with antioxidants and skin barrier health. The third active in this triple repair serum is hexylresorcinol, which is another antioxidant, and it improves skin tone, preserves firmness, and it reduces the hyperpigmentation from dark spots, so post-acne dark spots. So I use this about twice a week and the retinal once a week, and that has really improved my skin and has gotten rid of any sort of like texture and sebum buildup. I feel like my skin is so much more like evenly toned, even though I do suffer from skin irritation caused by allergies. I find that my rosacea and the redness and blotchiness caused by that has decreased so much. Next, I go in with a very beautiful, calming, hydrating serum. And so this one is also by Paula's Choice. This is the repairing serum. This has ceramides and beta-glucan in it. So what ceramides do is that they promote your skin barrier strength and help you retain hydration. Other ingredient in here that is super beneficial to the skin is beta-glucan, which is also an antioxidant, and it is a plant extract that calms redness and sensitivity in the skin. And so I really like to use this after I use my actives. And even if I'm not using my actives, I do find that this is really nourishing. It's really calming. It's just really, really nice. And I also have my partner use this because their skin is just so sensitive, so they really, really like this as well. So my eye cream is a little bit new to me. This is the Peptides plus C Energy Eye Concentrate by Youth to the People. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to use this in the morning. I feel like I'm almost out of my morning eye cream, which I'll talk about later, but this one I'm just like testing this out just to see if it works well with my skin, and it does. So yeah, eventually this is going to be my morning and night one. I just wanted to like bring it up just to say like, yes, I use this as well. So the Peptides plus C Energy Eye Concentrate brightens, smooths, and depuffs, and it's a very, very lovely formula. So the key ingredients in this eye cream are the peptides, which is an amino acid, which peptides reinforce the firmness, and they create proteins like collagen and keratin. So it really promotes the cell growth that fight wrinkles, basically. It also has vitamin C, which is known for its brightening properties. I've had issues with vitamin C in the past, like breaking me out, but I haven't noticed anything with this, so yay for me. And it also has caffeine in it that depuffs the eye, and I would say that my eyes are puffy when I use this, or when I wake up in the morning, they are less puffy. And to lock all of that hydration in, I use the Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty. Now this is in the holiday packaging. This isn't available all year round. It's usually in a tub, but I don't really like to buy a lot, or I don't really like to use a lot of products that are in tubs because I don't find it as hygienic as like a pump or a tube like this. So every Black Friday I stock up on this packaging because I just think it's just so much better. It has ceramides and oatmeal in it to soothe. It's actually it just says safe for sensitive skin, and temporarily can help relieve minor irritation and itching due to eczema and other conditions. I think this is an amazing face and body moisturizer. I highly recommend it. Okay, so this last part is so goofy, but one of my favorite sprays is the Caudalie grape water. Grape water is known for its antioxidant properties, and it's super hydrating, it's super refreshing. I love this product so much, and I basically use it at the end of my skincare. So I put it after I have all of my like treatments on, or my face is washed, I have all my treatments on, and I have my moisturizer on. I top my moisturizer with this spray, and I really do see a difference in the glow and plumpness of my skin in the morning. My skin just feels like it's really soaked in everything that I put on my face, and like it just feels like it really sunk in farther. And I don't know if that's just like a me thing, but adding on this spray on the top of my moisturizer after my nightly skincare, like I really do see a difference when I'm not using it. And I've been repurchasing this product and doing that for I don't know how many years now, at least 3. But yeah, I love Caudalie as a brand. I also use their Venosource grape mask thing. It's in the pink, I can't find it right now, but it's in the pink tube, and in the winter time I really like to use that like once a week and then spray this on top of it, and my skin is just so hydrated and so glowy and so nourished looking. But yeah, I love Caudalie as a brand. I love a lot of like French pharmacy. I love a lot of like Korean skincare because of how they really focus deeply on hydration. Okay, now moving on to my morning skincare. So in the B-roll, what you're seeing is my skin the morning after that other B-roll that I filmed for my nighttime routine. So that's immediately what my skin looks like in the morning after that particular routine. And so I go in again with my Adaptogen Youth to the People spray, and I just spray that all over to get it ready for the next hydrating products that I'm about to put onto my skin. I like to use a combination of hydrating serums in the morning. I love to do like light layers of hydration in the morning. This particular morning routine is in preparation for makeup application. So it's a lot of light, thin layered hydrating products, okay? So the serums that I like to go in with are the Innisfree Intensive Hydrating Serum, and this is a triple green tea extract. Innisfree is a Korean skincare brand. I think that they're absolutely stunning. They make one of my favorite sunscreens, and I just love anything green tea. I love green tea. It's known for its antioxidant properties. It's anti-inflammatory. It's just really good to ingest and topically. So anything, and I do see a difference in my skin when I am using this on the regular. I used to use this with an essence, but I recently ran out of my essence, and so I recently purchased this Youth to the People Triple Peptide and Cactus Oasis serum, and this has basically replaced my essence. And so I mixed these two serums together. Like I talked about with the eye cream before, peptides reinforce skin firmness and fight wrinkles. And this also has cactus in it, which is known for its really hydrating properties. This is also amplified with hyaluronic 4 different types of hyaluronic acid, which as a humectant, it allows the peptides and the cactus water to sink even deeper. And then along with the green tea, like that type of antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agents are just going even deeper into the skin. Because it's basically what an essence does is that it's a concentrate that intensely moisturizes. It allows other products to penetrate deeper into the skin. So this has basically replaced any sort of essence that I've had in the past, because I'm a big promoter of essences. So this is a really thin consistency, and it basically acts as that agent for this serum to go even deeper. And my skin looks so plump and hydrated and juicy and just so gorgeous. Like, I cannot be without these two together now. For my eye cream, I use the Paula's Choice Anti-Aging Eye Gel. This is a really thin eye cream, and I really like it in the morning because it lays really beautifully under makeup. It sinks right in. This has hyaluronic acid and licorice in it, and licorice is a really calming agent in skincare. And yeah, it depuffs, it smooths, like it sinks in, it's really hydrating. It's really, really nice. I really, really like this eye cream. And to lock in all of those beautiful hydrating antioxidants that I put onto my skin, I go in with the Emryolisse Lait-Creme Concentrate. This is my favorite daytime moisturizer, and you could use it at nighttime too. If you have more of like an oily skin type, like I would say that this would be fine even in the winter. You can use this as a mask, you can use it as a makeup remover, but it's my favorite like moisturizing primer. It feels velvety and nourishing on the skin. I believe this has it says main active ingredients, emollient oil and combination of active ingredients of natural origin like shea butter, beeswax, aloe vera, and soy proteins. Yeah, I talk about this all the time. This is not a stranger to my channel. Love Emryolisse. So a new part of my skincare routine in the mornings, especially, I sometimes do it at night, but I find it most effective and most enjoyable in the mornings, is massaging my skin with a jade roller. And so this promotes lymphatic drainage, which depuffs and sculpts the face. It feels really cooling. It helps like the skin cool down so it's not as inflamed. And it also like helps the skincare that you put on top of it sink in even deeper. So from forehead to neck, so that all of the drainage is going the same direction. And I do about like 4 rolls on each side of my forehead, underneath my eyes, my eyebrows, into my the hollow of my cheekbone. I massage my jaw, and then underneath my jaw. And then I bring it down the neck, on each side and in the middle. And I find that it really does promote amazing skin health. And I don't think it's a gimmick. Like, I think that this is, one, it's a very ancient practice that's been done for a really, really long time. And, I don't know, I just like, the results are in my skin, to be quite honest. Like, I think that my skin looks the best it's ever looked, and it's honestly been from like cold jade roller and retinoids, and honestly. And once I have massaged my face and my skincare is more deeply sunken into my skin, I go in with an SPF, and currently I have been using the Roche-Posay Anthelios Melt and Milk Sunscreen. It's fast absorbing, it has a velvety finish, it's very, and like really dewy but not like greasy, you know, like I don't know how to explain it, but your skin just looks really, really nourished when you use this. And it's tested on sensitive skin, it's fragrance free, it says it's water resistant for up to 80 minutes, and I just think that this really makes my skin look so nice. Like, every time I wear this particular sunscreen, people are like, wow, your skin looks so good today. And I'm like, it's literally this sunscreen. And they're like, I don't believe you. And it's like, well, that's it. That's what it is. Like, it just makes your skin look so good. Makeup sits on top of this in such a beautiful way. It's just such a nice, elegant sunscreen. And I think if there's one thing that La Roche-Posay does really well, it's sunscreens. Okay, so that is my current PM to AM AM to PM skincare routine. And yeah, so make sure you research like what ingredients do, and just try and get like your basics covered so that you can listen to your skin and be intuitive of what your skin needs, so you don't destroy your skin barrier or you don't make your skin all oily by just like putting too much of one thing on your face. Most importantly, use products that you like and actually enjoy using, you know what I mean? And that will, you know, help you want to do your skincare. It's just like the whole thing with sunscreen. If you don't like the sunscreen, you're not gonna put it on. And that's the key. That's honestly the secret with using sunscreen, is like you have to find something that's cosmetically elegant so you actually enjoy using it. But I find that true for all of your skincare. Like you actually have to enjoy using it, and your skin actually has to look and feel good when you use it. Like you actually have to feel a difference, or else you're not gonna do it. And that's what I've done with all of these products. These aren't like products that I'll probably like keep repurchasing over and over again, but it's more so like I like to repurchase products that have these types of ingredients because I know what my skin likes just from using a lot of different skincare for about like 15 years now. So I will say that that is all I have to share with you today, and I hope you learned something. And if you have any advice or product recommendations, please put it into the comments down below. Remember, I am not a professional, and I am not telling you to use these products and saying what works for me. So your unwarranted criticisms are not welcome. Thank you. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!